If you don't know what is really going on social media, then let me brief you. One person after the elections, he is missing in action. Now, Nipa make an answer me, Kwame Sefa Kayi. Now, immediately after the 2024 elections at MPP for Edin Kugu, one person who also joined a flow of people, on the channel, on the platform, Kwame Sefa Kayi. So when the former Vice President Dr. Baumia, who is the current flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party, together with the ex-president every person in the New Patriotic Party, it's like they were going on vacation, they were missing action. Kwame Sefa Kayi to also follow the same suit. Now we don't know where he was, but then he was not on his own show. Not the own show, no. You name the internet on course. There is a different host or no, and an ODH nimu amano. Now, the last time Kwame Sefa Kayi spoke on his show, they had to call him from home, and they were asking him, say, "We J Juma da ben or beba?" And okaso on J Juma at the right time. No, he's going to make a statement. He's going to come back. But we also saw, say, he was specifically making a plea, and he made a plea to the National Democratic Congress or Sromo Bibia course between them biado. They should trash it. Now he's saying this because the last time that an NDC person was on his show, we realized that it led to some tension. Because of that, we saw a person, Sami Jemfi, ultimately say, hey, all because Sami Jemfi was on his show and he was sacked on live radio. All because Kwame Sefa Kayi to him, he says, Sami Jemfi radio stations be akudina tamaka and sama egunini. So he walked off his show. Now, we all saw how that played out. But what is really trending on social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, everywhere, is that Kwame Sefa Kayi has resigned from his position as a morning show host on Peace FM Kukuruku. Now, before anything, let us clarify. So for now, let's treat this as a mere rumor because without any basis. Because in some ban Obiaka will be showing a dozen of screenshots and a dozen of certain media people. Mopa say this is actually true. But in a few minutes, as a Beba studio, we realize there was a new confirmation. If he MPP4 camp, yes, MPP popular group camp or more popular group here, Facebook or Mopa say Kwame Sefa Kayi, they can now clarify say. He has not been sacked. Now, by April, he is going to resume. So, let's just take whatever is happening with a pinch of salt. But then, before anything, let's put this on the screens, okay? To screen also, and also we'll be playing an audio too for you to hear. So, what should the screen so I shall say, Mr. Abu? I say, Kwame Sefa Kayi has reportedly been sacked from Peace FM. Reports indicates that Ghanaian ace broadcaster Kwame Sefa Kayi has reportedly been sacked from Peace FM despite media group after 26 years. The reason behind his dismissal remains unclear. However, the reports stem from his regular absence from the Kukuruku morning show, with many alleging that it was the decision of Dr. Kwame Osei despite and Father Dixon to discontinue the show. So now it has been alleged per reports are Airbane say he resigned and it's because the show acquire one way. They be a MPP for ne was so and people who sympathize with the MPP Kwekubako, Kwesiprat, Papaya or NDC near Yinifi party name forgive me some real affinity. So the popular faces that Alote Jacobs, these are people that we see. We don't really see any person from the NDC camp because NDC for the brought out letters some months and years ago say they boycotted the show, and truly they did that and they won the election. So they feel like Yamba also you say winning elections, we don't really need you. So that is one of the hosts. Now I'll say I'm hearing the news of resignation of Kwame Sefa Kayi, the host of Kukuruku Peace FM from his the host of Kukuruku Peace FM from Peace FM 104.3 FM, subsidiary of the Despite Media Group. Now on chair say on Timin chair if it's accurate or inaccurate, but I'll say the day I heard Kwame Sefa Kayi apologize on live radio to NDC and urged them to end boycotting his program, I felt sad because it was clear he was under coercion. So now even the people who listen to Kwame Sefa Kayi saying Kwame Sefa Kayi is being ousted because he's being forced. There are some force be or more forcing because a bind for fraba into no show no NDC for ambassador and maybe a one or more power saying you won't feel. I don't know if that is true. And if I were him, or trust if I were him, I would have voluntarily given up the job for the peace and tranquility of mind, since I don't think his employer is being protective of him. So those are more air catching the news of his alleged resignation. Say Kwame Despite, together with Father Desi, they had to be blamed because as a normal pressure a year, Sefa Kayi to take this particular decision. Once again, Osha has said, we Ghana, he was a veteran a year host or journalist Kwame Sefa Kayi is reported to have parted ways with Despite Media. It is widely believed his resignation will pave way for the NDC to return to the Kokoko. So some are even alleging say Sefa Kayi leaving the show is because NDC force said the only way we are returning to Kokoko is if Kwame Sefa Kayi is not there. So the big question is where is Kwame Sefa Kayi? Where is him? Now Osha has here Kevin Taylor, this was the last time we heard a news or we saw a picture of Kwame Sefa Kayi when Kwame Sefa Kayi and the first wife of Mbaba. As you can see, Kwame Sefa Kayi has a lot of kids though, but the first wife of Warren on Nija some years ago, no, Mbaba and where we university, they were spotted at the garage. So you saw Kevin Taylor even posted a video calling the Foreign Affairs since you see NDC for Abano, Samoku to Black on Sake Kwame Sefa Kayi Baban because Kwame Sefa Kayi Baban where we school, no, it not baby. So that is the picture you see Kwame Sefa Kayi on the left side with the first wife, and on the right side is Nebabana with Nia. She's indeed a very beautiful girl. I don't know if she's single or anyway. Not only that, the last time we also caught wind of Kwame Sefa Kayi was at this particular place when a year they posted a picture of one area almost celebrated 21 years of marriage. And also one other time was when he was also spotted with a year that is just this particular February 15th. A year Valentine's event, a year Black Rock for Black now Omo organizer. You can see say SACKED dear Kwame Sefa Kayi landing Kumasi for Valentine's Day. One of these events and now it was going on. So since then, Kwame Sefa Kayi. And I was telling you, we have news as to whether Kwame Sefa Kayi he's really been sacked or not. And it's like among 4 a party said no, he's not really been sacked. I say Kwame Sefa Kayi to resume the morning show host. Whispers of media network has picked signals that celebrated media personality and host of Peace FM flagship program Kokoko is set to return to work latest the first week of Friday of April 2025. So now they are saying that Kwame Sefa Kayi will return, but then he will return in April 2025. Osanso Traore said the host of the most listened to morning show program has been off air for a couple of weeks following an impasse between him and the management of Peace FM. That is what they are saying. The impasse of Whispers reported that 2 weeks ago he had to do with the boycott of Kokoko and then opposition with the then opposition NDC. Management of the section have over the past months been engaging with the governing National Democratic Congress to rescind the decision of boycotting Kokoko. Though there was a stalemate in the discussions, WMN can authoritatively report that the issues are almost resolved, paving the way for the Ace broadcaster to resume hosting Kokoko. This indicates the governing party, the National Democratic Congress, is set to send respective representatives of to Kokoko as they are used to. So now they are saying that Kwame Sefa Kayi will come back to his show, and then all these things are acosonom behind the scenes, and they've been able to hash it out. Well, Kwame Sefa Kayi, we just wish him luck, but one person who doesn't believe otherwise, this particular person.
Kwame Sefa Kayi, or a mere host, or an extraordinary person, or a CEO of a company, at least from what I know, or a CEO of Peace FM. Despite group, Kwame Sefa Kayi on your manager, or just a normal employee. You tianika eman the salary, you said your man watchman so salary or. But when you are listening to an apology to the NDC, for 5 years, this Ekufuado appointee, a friend Kwame Sefa Kayi, did not see it right to apologize to NDC. That is one thing. We will come there. And they still did not understand how the media space was being shaped. They didn't understand how things were changing. So they thought to say, radio so ada nipa. Indirectly, what he was doing is or pat NDC show. And in his apology, he made a statement. I need to correct him. Say, they have the biggest platform in Ghana. He's a liar. Peace FM is one of the weakest morning shows in Ghana. Peace FM. It is not the biggest morning show in Ghana. Even in his apology, he was lying with pride. Oh, a hantain na wo was uncle for we no. Where they don't know say they need or some brom was sick. No mutie nyansa nkwara ne de ba no. Omodwen so nom jot ni wi ni petition wi a. Ye nyina ye Jimmy, so we have to toe the same line, the same punching. Let me set the record straight. Kwame Sefa Kayi baby will be a catch as a Peace FM. And you're the biggest platform. In fact, and your Peace FM, Kokroko Morning Show is one of the least listened or watched show in Ghana. It's my man funny the ticker cracker to say to say, or was some big platform be or your CEO or your CEO. Kokroko, why do you Juma Pa won't see? Because there's nothing in Kokroko. Now, Okansembi, we need the NDC and the NDC needs us. The NDC does not need Peace FM. Oh, some of the pachawa, the arrogance and the pride, the ego, and this kind of munipa kind of apology, no. The NDC does not need Kokroko Morning Show. For 5 years, the NDC did not come on Kokroko. And NDC from 106 went to 137 all the way to 182 or 83 without Kokroko. Into the NDC does not need Kokroko. So if you are going to apologize, be intelligent enough to say, you didn't kwasiasem. But don't come and sit there and make it look like, say, your platform there, anywhere the NDC cannot do what they want to do. These are things. Morning Koran and I'm radio so control for about 8 years. 16, 22, 23 years. Matina radio so control your democracy and KSN. People like you, Kwame Sefa Kayi. And you see, we are going to go back a little bit and see the arrogance and the foolishness these old men led by Kwame Sefa Kayi exhibited at Kokroko or on Kokroko Morning Show. I'm not going to talk for the NDC, but I'm going to speak as a Ghanaian because radio so that is how Ekufuado to be capitalized as I speak. Kwame Sefa Kayi is an appointee of Ekufuado. Let's not get it wrong. Sami Jemfi as a lawyer, all that he was asking for the last 5 years, Kokroko Morning Shows was that panel no any favorable to the NDC and no more opposition. And that you being the host and your production team, no, just tweak the panel a little bit to favor NDC. And no, Sami Jemfi ko rezi baye. That's all. Sami Jemfi did not say, Kwame Sefa Kayi, and Kwarana Kwedi Omoto ewa Akosobo Hotel no jai. Wankasa, we now onum no jai. And I jot na bomo hunu jai. Or say, panel na ya betina morning show no so ano panel. Obi ti say eye Alote Jacobs we Jimmy onye NDC ni. Do not let people, don't portray him on the show as an NDC person because Oyekwasia. Kweku Bako is an NPP in and out who works at the Jubilee House. A dirty riffraff like Kabila, the whole bon petition, whole kankai, is an NPP person. Somebody like Kwame Duncan, a stupid fanti, Jimmy, is an NPP person. Opegina Jokum, on the Obianim, or your NPP ni mapa. Meaning the reason why we come to TV so and our radio so politics because I did and for politics. So the NDC came to you and said, say, just make sure you open your panel and add 1 or 2 NDC communicators to your panel. And one no. That is what Sami Jemfi suggested to you, Kwame Sefa Kayi. But because there was an agenda. Mon penifon kwasiafo we gadae mo gange up na mo disgrace akwara no. But akwara ni certification ekuta mo enkwasiafo na mo ti radio so nyina na obi ampo ni bi. Let's be, these are facts. Listen, this is how they treated Sami Jemfi. Time and omo gange up to make sure say omo yi Sami Jemfi every radio so.
But woman ya
Ghana nkomo ya na de adu.
Sir, mimi nyanka woni dem how.
Oh, David Jawa Menkasa.
Many brism.
Menkasa.
David, Minyaya Anka, you are not on the show.
Menkasa.
David, I'm Sempana Mekacho. Intia, how Anka free so.
David Jawa. Chairman Kokufune.
Untimi ko jina baby enko chantron fa me ho.
Oh, there.
Enni matem.
Chairman Nkomo wo di abaha.
You think I'm joking?
Chairman wo enye peace FM.
David, now I say media agro.
Nkomo we che.
David. Somebody if you mean media agro sir. You impugn my integrity. You call me names. You put it on social media. Ukotran radio soka. Now we communicators the men. You who say we are wrong, you didn't have the courtesy so you go back and correct it. And you get up and sit on my show, what's my minka?
Chairman.
My minka say.
So this is how he treated Sammy Jemfi. I didn't tell Sammy Jemfi had gone on social media to say the panel wasn't fair. In fact, it was against the NDC. That's all. And this is the whole communications director of the NDC. And this mere employee, onyo biao, yene ye Jimmy wa Ghana ni yeso son kwasi asam so, otna radio so, embarrassed a whole communications director of the biggest political party in power. And that this same chain smoker, Abetna radio say, NDC here, omo no musu here NDC. Now, after Amopamo Samye Jemfi and NDC for free kokroko suno, he brought with him his group of pedophile, dirty ingrates. Basically, put this thing together, all because in 2016, Ekufu about power 2017, they wanted to make sure Omo NDC free system nim. This is after Amopam Samye Jemfi, and when they met, this is how they discussed it.
This FM 104.3. Good to meet Taki.
104.3. Kwame.
Yes, sir.
Regional Minister, COVID-19.
Hold on.
Yes.
There's a missing link here.
Which is?
Well, no rep from...
There are 3 chairs, sir.
No rep from where?
From NDC.
They refused to show.
No, Alute.
I don't represent
Officially, one was no come
on. Alute doesn't speak for the NDC, according to the NDC.
What's name?
No, I was just buttressing. The Alute doesn't speak for the NDC, according to the NDC.
Yes, they said so officially.
Well, the text message crying.
So, what are you saying?
I'm insisting on full disclosure
Of
why they are not here, because it doesn't. Something is missing. There's a missing link.
They feel the missing link for them.
The NDC refused, was unwilling, or was unable to make it.
Yes, this is important disclosure. You have to make that.
Oh well, I mean.
No, not that people will misunderstand what is happening. They might even think they're deliberately more free. So
refused, unwilling, or unable, particularly because of Alute Jacobs.
Yeah. Well, Kwame. The gospel truth is that Kwame normal mobile station to somebody. Normal mobile station. Station be Amokobia is the production team that invites me.
But Kwame, this is an era democratic dispensation. It is about what someone no content impact babaye. This is what the Afimokraba. Na said the Maraka ma offer